All right, let's call this meeting to order. First item is me, Ranchito. Cheryl, they'll give us a presentation.
Let me get my moving. I'm not moving, am I? Okay, sorry.
Maybe we need to go there for lunch to talk about.
It's Monday.
Why might not work? I know I should be able to work this.
I need
Do my thing.
it. I didn't get it.
Okay, we're finally ready. Sorry about that. First one is me, Ranchito, and that is the wrong address, totally. Oh no, I'm thinking Maria Bonitas because I got an application for that one. I'm sorry. Me, Ranchito, 1070 South. Here's the location. What they want to do, what they have done is they have taken that parking lot, as you can see, and paved it or put gravel in there. They have to have a 25-foot setback between the house and the property line. So they're going to have to take that out. And then so the dotted line shows where the property line will be approximately. And behind that, they can pave it. And in front of that, they have to take that fence down and leave 25 feet setback. So they're going to rezone the back portion to C2 and leave the front portion R65, which is residential. And so
It is already paved, by the way.
is it paved and not just gravel anymore? Okay.
So they'll need to take that out and redo the storm drain.
And it's a existing asphalt. I guess that's an older picture. I think they needed to, they paved over some things that they weren't sure what they had paved over. So they're gonna have to take all of the paving out anyway to see what they have underneath it, like sumps and stuff. So this shows the current existing zoning with all is R65, which is residential. And then this shows it split where the front part will stay R65 and the back part will go to C2. And that parking lot is not a permitted use in a residential zone. So that's why they're having to go through this. This is what it looks like now. Any questions?
So this is just the rezone portion. They'll come back for site plan. So any storm drain, things like that will come later once the rezone is completed. If there's no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I motion to approve the amending Article 2253A and the zoning map of the city of Orem by rezoning a portion of the property, approximately 0.084 acres, located at 426 East, 1070 South, from the R6.5 zone to the C2 zone.
Have a motion, to have a second?
I'll second.
Motion and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item number 2.
Item number 2 is Farm Haven Cottages. They're doing a similar thing where they are rezoning an existing lot. It's currently OS5. So this is the location. And this is what they want to do is currently the Utah Autism Academy, they want to split off the rear portion of that property and make it into homes for families of the autistic children. At least that's what they're saying. I don't know if they'll sell it to other people as well or not, but they're saying that it'll be for the families of the autistic children in the school. So this shows it going from OS5 to a PO zone, which is professional office in the front, where this would be a permitted use. And then in the back, it'll be a PRD zone, which will be residential. And they'll have 23 lots where they will build homes. 2 lots they'll use for parking, but we're not counting those.
So the POs on it, are they gonna have to have a fence between the residential portion and the?
If they ever expand it, we'll make them put a fence in, yes. Or they can get a modification to the council. So there is the ability for them to ask the council to waive the fence requirement. So right now, the PRD will be required to put a fence between them based on the PRD standards. If they come and do their phase 2 on the autistic school, then they'll deal with that at that point. We're not going to make them retrofit it in, but we will if they ever add on to that bill. or go through the modification for the fence. My understanding is they don't want a fence because of the autistic nature of the kids. They'll have to deal with that through the council when it comes through.
Like, it's interesting you say that because the state's requiring them to fence off their outside play area.
I think it's open. Well, they want a chain link type open fence, and we would require a solid fence.
I think it's currently a solid fence.
Is it? That's interesting.
You go to the street view, I think it's like a solid, I think it's solid, so. It's interesting, this whole fence thing seems they're playing both sides of it pretty well.
Yeah, and we basically told them that they would be required to do it without, unless they got a modification. So that would be up to the council at that point. But with this project, they would not be required to put a 7-foot masonry. So this is like the rezone, the concept plan. Do you have elevations for the?
We may, yes. Not for the
So
school.
the
but-
PRD, we do require these elevations to be put in the ordinance itself under appendix KK.
Mhm.
So the concept plan elevations we put in there, and any developer coming in would have to be required to meet these elevations and concept.
That would be their concept plan.
And then, of course, the site of, water connections, all that stuff will be part of the site plan coming through at a later time. Any questions?
Is it a public street going through there or private?
Would be public street.
And I'm not sure I put that in the ordinance. But there will have to be a condition, whoever makes the motion, that we have something in writing from that property owner to the south, that they will have access on their property. Otherwise, this whole thing is,
Can you go back to the concept plan?
Yes. And you'll have to have an executed agreement. Right there. I just, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I touched the screen.
Always that one kid.
so
I
if,
just do it because of you.
so
that'll
if Sam
be-
says executed agreement, then yeah.
They'll be required. So if they don't have it at the planning commission, we will continue until they.
It's gotta be more than just
So if we have
a
the
letter of intent. It should be an executed agreement.
So if you want to make that as a condition, we can definitely follow up with that. Well, it'll be put on the planning commission agenda with the understanding that agreement will be in place before they hear it.
Otherwise, we'll take it off to continue.
So Sam, you want to make some?
I make a motion that we approve amending Article 22.5.3A and the zoning map of the city of Warren by rezoning a portion of the property that fronts Geneva Road from the OS5 zone to the PO zone, approximately 4.83 acres, and the remaining property from the OS5 zone to the PRD zone, approximately 4.79 acres, and amending Appendix KK of the Warren City Code for the property located generally at 1875 South Geneva Road, with the condition that there's an executed agreement with the property owner to the south for access on their property for the building
Prior to planning commission.
prior to planning commission.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, excellent. So we have the approval of the minutes for June 26, 2023. Any comments or changes to the minutes? It's a very long meeting. So I'll move that we approve the minutes. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Did you second?
Okay. Any other items? Nothing else on the agenda? I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
I'll
I second.
There you go. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Always.